We got the Grammy boy here, and I want to hear all about it. Now, it's Monday, everybody, okay? I'm wearing a collared shirt. Now, you don't
Why
see
do you
that.
have a collared shirt?
My sneakers are probably $400. They're common projects.
Good for you.
I'm wearing Banana Republic stretchy jeans because you know how I'm working. You know what I'm working with when it comes to my upper thighs and my ass.
You're busting
at 51.
out some fashion right
I'm
now?
still training hard.
You're busting out fashion?
I'm busting out fashion.
Why are you in a collared shirt, though?
What's that? What's that, bro?
You have like a HOA meeting or something?
Sometimes I just want to keep it real, true, and straight.
Well, don't say real, though.
But I want to keep it real, true, and straight, right? I want to keep things tight to the bone. Now, this is also stretch material from Theory. It hugs my waist. I'm not worried about that. A lot of 51-year-olds working with a little excess weight. I think we know what I'm working with.
You're working with a...
I'm working with a six-pack. Not really.
And a fat dick.
And still a piece that gets diamond hard under the right conditions.
And crooked teeth.
I had to retake my mold. They looked at me and they go, "You need to start all over again." And this time I'm going to do it. I'm going to be a good student.
Braces. No, that's not for you.
Don't stop pushing real braces on me.
Theory is what I was wearing last night.
Well, I got to say, I liked what you were wearing. You thought I'd go crazy on you? I'm not mad at a suede jacket and a black turtleneck on you.
The turtleneck, the old
Now, your
Steve
smile,
Jobs.
can you not smile that?
I'm so happy to be
Yeah, I know, but you look a little bit like an imbecile.
Well, no, you didn't see the one I posted. The one I posted was serious face. You know, people have coaches for the red carpet.
You don't need that.
No.
And if you get a coach, we'll have to end our friendship.
No, I do a bunch of different faces. Just pick your poison.
What the fuck?
Chin's phone's ringing.
That's not my phone.
Is that mine?
Yeah.
Oh, Brendan.
Wow.
Brendan.
Well, to my defense, I'm fresh off the plane.
Well, you haven't
from
slept.
JFK.
You haven't slept.
I got an hour.
You woke up at 1 o'clock your time.
I got an hour.
Yeah,
though.
got an hour. Good hour.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sleep on the plane because we wrapped so late. Mm-hmm. I was like, going to sleep doesn't make sense. I'm going to be so tired.
Yeah.
Might sleep through the alarm. Got to get home to find the kid.
Sure.
So get on the red eye, and I was like, I'll sleep. I fall asleep hard. You know that hard sleep? I fall asleep
hard. Deep dreams. Deep dreams. Yeah.
I wake up to old fat fingers next to me on his laptop.
Oh, boy.
Yep. And they had peanuts and go.
That's so fun.
Oh, my God.
I'm in Columbus.
There's nothing you can do.
Nothing. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. Great shows. And a giant gentleman plays basketball. By the way, the Goldberg's there. I get recognized, right? I'm Bryan Callen.
Very cool.
It's been 4 years, taken 4 years, but people. And so, and what's funny is that when you're in Columbus, Ohio, and you've not been around actors and stuff, and you look at somebody who's on TV, you assume that they're way wealthier and way more famous than they are. So this guy, really nice guy, just a giant guy, we're talking, and he said, "Yeah, I played basketball at this college here." And I said, "Oh, Ohio State." He said, "No, this other college." Okay. And he goes, "So do you usually fly commercially, or is it usually private?"
You have no idea how expensive private is.
I go, brother, I am not close to a private plane flight.
I mean, even Kanye West flies.
I mean, come
commercial.
on. Yeah, it was just so funny. And then the guy next to me, this was fun because I was sleeping, and the gentleman next to me who had been missing no meals through his life, a very sweet man, but was farting. And just
how rude is that?
It was
because
worst.
You have to filter that through that big old schnoz you got.
It's the worst. I was trying to lean forward and put my I was trying to sniff my knee. I was making it.
I will literally if someone farts on a plane, I will grab my cup and smell the cup just to get over.
I go like this. I cover my face. It's the worst.
You can filter it with your
farting
shirt.
In that fucking tube.
Like a K&N air filter, you can put your mask over it. You don't know what K&N is, you fuck. You don't know what K&N is.
Don't say K&N.
Because you have a Prius.
I know what K&N is. K&N is what what K&N?
Where's it go on the car? Like what
the K&N on the turbo filter on the AVAC valve.
All right, whatever, man.
You don't know.
I had a good time though. Long time in New York. That's
by
your
the way,
stomping grounds.
And you're not a big New York fan for 3 days in the winter.
It's just a lot. It's a hustle. The weather was actually pretty good. A little chilly.
Had octopus delivered from Taverna Cyclades.
My favorite restaurant.
Right on
literally
East,
my favorite restaurant
East
out there.
1st Street.
Don't know.
Phenomenal
I'll tell you to step their game up in New York. Uber drivers. Mm-hmm. Or not Uber drivers, sorry. They're all right.
Yellow cab.
No, Postmates. They get lost. Like it says, 12 minutes to delivery, and then an hour later, and the guy would call me like, "Bro, I'm off 34th and 7th." I'm like, I'm not. It does not matter. You might as well speak in fucking Arabic. Those streets mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
I don't know the map. It's so confusing. Postmates New York got to step their game up, but so I land. And then Friday, I was shooting all day in New Jersey. Can't say for what for yet. Don't
No, but it's
shut your
exciting.
little mouth.
It's
Got
exciting.
a project coming. I'll be able to announce soon.
It's
but
exciting.
I did have the best pizza of my life in New Jersey. And you know what they tell
sent
me?
me a- you sent me a
You know what
text
they tell
about
me? It's the water.
I know what you said.
They go, it's the water.
The
I
Jersey
went,
water.
It's the Jersey water. Yeah, I went, God, is Jersey water being is
Yeah, you
no
don't really
being
think
good?
of the
Because
Jersey
Denver
water.
water is actually better than bottled water. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Denver water is great.
Yeah.
However,
There's natural fluoride in the
yes,
Denver water.
I've never heard Jersey having great water.
Neither have I, and I live there, and I'm from New York.
I'll say this though, Jersey gets a bad rap, man. They get a bad rap because the Jersey Shore MTV.
It's a great-
Soprano.
there's a lot
It
of
was
beautiful-
amazing. I was down the Jersey Shore,
Dude.
the shore side.
Great people. It's a great place. in
Less
the summer.
crowded.
I've spent a lot of time down there in the
Less
summer.
crowded.
Yeah. It's
Good food.
When I was in Jersey Shore, I was with all my boys, Jimmy Burke and the team.
You guys fist pump and fuck.
We did a lot of that. We were young men, and I had been in LA for a year straight, and girls were talking to us.
Jake, what's
And
going on here?
I went, what's the agenda? What do they recognize somebody? Like I couldn't understand that they were just being normal human beings having a talk, and they didn't want something. That's how jaded I was.
They were super
From
nice,
being
right?
great people. Well, it's people have roots there, and you know, Jersey has, believe it or not, you know, you think of the Turnpike, but Jersey, like, so the joke was always like, you're from Jersey, what exit? Because it's the Jersey Turnpike.
Yeah.
Jersey has really big rural areas, and they say
Huge.
a huge population of wild horses in Jersey.
But also, most athletes and celebrities, a lot of them live
yeah.
in Jersey
yeah.
because of the houses, the land, and that you don't deal with the chaos.
Yep.
Which I always found that weird. Like the Jets, the Giants, the Mets, a lot of the Yankees all live in Jersey. Lots of celebrities live in Jersey. Like, why do they do that? It's nasty over there. That's my bad.
The athlete-
Because when I've been there, remember, the only time I've been there, I fought Crow Cop in Newark. Is that how you say it? Newark.
Yeah.
I know I meant to ask you.
Yeah.
I'm seeing in people in New York, and basically everyone's going to roll their eyes at this. A guinea. How would you describe a guinea? What's the definition of a guinea?
A guinea was always sort of a derogatory term for an Italian.
So like
He's a
me
guinea.
not being full blood Italian, I should not call anyone a guinea. Is it frowned upon, or is it like
yeah,
calling
you don't
someone
want to
like
call
white
somebody.
boy
I mean,
or-
you know, it's a guinea tee. Like, so when I have a tank top on, you know, I wear those. It's called a guinea tee.
Oh, we call it a wife beater on from.
Yeah. But
Which is
again,
kinda frowned upon right now.
and guinea tee are both, because
Sit.
traditionally
Condescending.
Traditionally, you were the kind of blue collar guy in New York who's like, get in the fucking house and make me a goddamn sandwich, and you'd give her a whack. I mean, this was, you know, if you gave me a lot of money and nothing to strive for, I'm going to get myself in trouble.
I'm gonna be one of those rich kids in Beverly Hills who
Yeah.
are addicted to Percocets.
Yeah,
and I'm doing weird stuff.
I need bills, and I need to be worried. I need to be stressed.
I don't need to be. I don't need.
You need something to no. For me, I need something I'm reaching for. So I need a feeling of queer dissatisfaction with myself. Like,
have you ever seen
like
Bill Gates excited?
No. He's trying to build something. So for me, it's
It's built.
Like I'm working so hard at this 1 hour I want to shoot because I think it's the best thing I've ever done. That's really important to me, not to win a Grammy, but to just I want to surprise myself. I want to put it out there. And
You
be
can win a
impressed.
Grammy now in comedy.
I know.
Dave
I
Chappelle
saw
won
that, and
last
I
night.
loved Chappelle.
I went hard on it.
See you next
too.
Monday. See
I
you
went hard
Monday.
on it. And they're like, God, someone's representing for comedy. I'm like, it's pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
You got Jerry Seinfeld
100%.
there. You got Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, and
Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, Jim Gaffigan, who was
He's a
hilarious
beast.
in the opening.
He's a beast.
Hilarious. Yeah. So he gets up, Jim Gaffigan gets up and he goes, yeah, I don't know who I am here either. And he goes, it's kind of funny. I'm up for an award. He goes, I guess I was excited about it. He goes, something's up though, because I helped Dave Chappelle write his acceptance speech. He goes, come on. We all know Dave Chappelle's going to win. It's hilarious. Obviously Dave won, but they didn't even air best rock album of the year. They put comedy over that. Wow. You know, Dave Chappelle announced best rap album of the year, best rap song of the year, and then also opened up in the debut with Kendrick Lamar. So it was powerful. So Kendrick would do a performance, then Dave Chappelle would say something.
Yeah.
It was like spoken word. Then Kendrick would go, Dave Chappelle.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned Kendrick Lamar because old 51 over here, of course, doesn't know shit about him. And then I did a little investigation and listened to his music.
Don't you remember when we were at the Spike, the Man Awards, whatever it was?
I do.
Bryan, there was a small black gentleman. Bryan goes, who's that? I go, that's Kendrick Lamar. You go, who's that? I went, that is the best hip hop artist on planet
He's
Earth.
a real fucking artist, though, because like I always have a judgment on this because I'm older and he's like a rapper. He's a kid who comes from a different culture. That's all. And I listen to those words, man. I mean, what a fucking artist he is. And at 51, and the reason I did is another guy I know who's 50, my buddy Solomon, he made fortune and everything, but he's like my age and stuff. And he was talking about Kendrick Lamar because he helped Kendrick with his clothing business way back in the day. And he said, you got to listen to his lyrics. And then his wife said the same thing.
He's amazing.
And I'm like, get the fuck
Kid from Compton.
I listened to the first song I saw was Fragile with Tech Nine he did, which is, and then I listened to all the other shit. And I was like,
he's amazing.
I'm going to go down
cleaned
that
house
rabbit hole.
last night.
I bet he did.
And you know who stole the whole night was Bruno Mars.
Really?
Bruno Mars.
He's great.
Destroyed it. I mean, he literally swept it. Every category he won. And then
such a tiny guy. Amazing. So is Kendrick.
So goddamn talented. We had his producers on our show, the ones who helped write all his stuff and produced all of it. And I said, is it true that, and I said, tell me, because I said, I full-heartedly believe this, but you guys have, you work with the guy every goddamn day. I said, he's the most talented man in that arena. And they went, in the planet. He's and they work, you name an artist, these all these
Bruno?
guys. Yes, they work with everyone. Kesha, Hillary, everybody.
Sure.
And I went, is he the most talented man in that building? And they were having a good time. I'll get dead serious. And almost at the same time I went, he's the most talented man in the world. Not in that arena, in the world.
What did you dissect that? Did you get down to why?
No, we didn't have time. We had him for like a minute. I wish.
Because he just knows music so well.
He's just so talented. He's so talented. Like, he talked about in his acceptance speech when he was 12 or 15, he did a concert. He was headlining when he was 15 for 1,000 people.
Yeah. Okay. So it's such a language for him. He's been doing it so long.
He's a savant. He's literally.
He's also been.
He's like the Michael Jackson of our generation.
Does he play a lot of instruments?
Yeah, he does everything.
Dances, everything.
Have you seen him? You've never seen him dance?
I've seen him.
His dance
amazing.
is insane.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Insane. He's so goddamn good.
When I watched some of the Grammys.
They were boring.
Yeah, they were, but god damn it, those people are talented. I mean,
did you see Childish Gambino? Donald Glover with the little kid? So there's a new Lion King coming out, and the kid who plays Simba, bring that up, Chin. This kid comes out. It gave me chills.
How about?
I went, oh,
excuse
shit.
me, but how about for a second, Miley Cyrus?
I know.
Can she get a little, I love how people go bad on her for how she's dressed and all that shit. I mean, what a badass. Hey, MJ.
Play that kid singing.
That guy was ridiculous.
Wait till you see this little kid sing. So he's the new Lion King Simba. Obviously, Donald Glover, Childish Gambino.
I've seen Lion King on Broadway. And
no. They're making the straight up movie. And he's the little one.
MJ just stepped into the building, ladies and gentlemen.
No, obviously typing Grammys, Chin.
All right.
Man.
Let's see if this
That might be it. He's so good. He won last night, too.
See, I feel like that's an adult, though, Brendan.
Wait.
Childish Gambino performs Terrified at the 2018 Grammy Awards, along with a very special guest. Along with many other talented artists, Childish Gambino performed tonight at this year's
His name is
Grammy
Childish
Awards.
Gambino?
No, his name's Donald Glover. That's his rap name, which he's getting rid of.
First time ever performing at the...
Is that Donald Glover who also did... Is he from Atlanta?
Yes.
He's a bad motherfucker.
You mean that wrote and directs Atlanta?
Oh, my God.
You're talking about, that writes, directs, and created ATL?
What?
Oh, and he sings his ass off.
I got to hear this.
I think he won 1 or 2 Grammys. He didn't win the big awards, but he won my favorite performance of the night.
Well, he's brilliant.
Oh, wait for it, brother. You watch this, Jen?
I saw the.
You know
performance.
music,
The kid,
so
yeah.
how good is he?
That kid is ridiculous.
How good's Donald
yeah,
Glover?
he's freaking everything he does. Super talented, man.
Acting, writing, directing, singing.
If you can sing like this, you can act, because singing is basically conveying emotion and knowing what you're saying.
He's so gifted, man.
But he's also writing. He writes.
He raps, sings, raps.
Oh, he's an amazing rapper.
Crazy.
Wait for this little kid to come out.
I got to start singing. Fuck.
Yeah, we gotta get you an all-white suit.
I know, dude, but my voice...
Tell you what, the E-panel is not crazy about his shoes, though. He had like heavy crushed velvet shoes with all-white suit. He's like that old school swag, doesn't
Fuck
he?
yeah, he is. Damn.
Wait for this little dude to hit this screen. I think he's 14.
I'm not sure. Doesn't he sound like a Michael Jackson?
Watch, he comes out strong.
What a bad...
Like a little Michael Jackson, huh? How about the white girl with the tambourine in the back? How can I not get that job? Just...
It's harder than you think, bro.
No, it's not.
See what she's doing right there?
As a kid. No, I'm not playing that. Well, you know,
homie, you got to play that too, brother.
No, I can do this, though.
You got to keep time, though.
More cowbell.
Nah, you don't know how to keep time. We call it keeping time in the music business, bro. You got to keep time.
Well, she could play those fucking...
Look at how he dances. Look at that shit. You're talking about tight movement right there, brother. You're talking about tight, disciplined movement.
That's easy, though. I'm not worried about that.
Don't say that either. Listen to me right now. See, he's just keeping he's in a cylinder right now.
Will they be able to see this, Chin?
He's occupying his own cubic space right now. We're just swaying right now. We're not fucking around. We're just swaying.
The bass player with the green suit. All right. Well,
all right is what you want to say. You want to say all right because there it is. There it is. We got some bass here. Bass players are very specific. Uh-oh.
It says he's 10 years old.
Uh-oh.
No.
That's what it says.
He's 10.
No.
Yeah, I read it. He's 10. Now, you can't do that
Hey,
shit.
fast forward, Chin. We won't be able to play this whole thing for it. Here he is.
What?
Here he is. He's 10, Brian. What were you doing at 10?
Oh, no.
Cutie pie,
Get the
too.
fuck out of here. Oh, my God. I love America. I love my country.
Well, take it easy, though, huh? Gee, chills, right?
Oh, he's got some Prince in him.
Kid's 10, Brian. You're 41 years older
I'm
than him.
51. Oh, yeah.
You're 41 years old.
Yeah, I got nothing, brother. Good stand-up, though. Listen to me. Man, music like that.
How about that? Are you sure he's 10?
And that's training, too. That kid's been...
Are you sure
Multiple
he's not
websites
5?
say he's 10.
What?
Multiple websites say he's 10.
No, he's 10.
Oh,
he's
my
10. He's 10.
God.
He's 10 years old. And he drinks a lot of milk. He's very tall.
He's tall.
He can play ball, too. He can ball.
How insane? What? Racist. How insane is that, though? That was my favorite performance of the night.
I believe it.
The Kesha one was powerful because she went through all that stuff.
Oh, did she go through a lot of stuff? Is that what it was? I don't know.
Oh, sir. Welcome to fucking
She
2018.
seemed very, very emotional there. And she...
Oh, why? Because she
10-year-old
was
showstopper.
raped by her manager?
No.
And then he tied her into all this red tape so she couldn't sing for 2 years. And then finally it comes out, she won in court. And now she's on her own. She can finally sing again.
Oh, boy.
You call yourself an educated man.
Oh, sorry about that, everybody. I didn't even know who Kesha was. But she looked very, very... she could sing.
Yes.
What did you
What'd you say? No, what'd you
Don't
say?
say
I
that.
said
You
sing.
said...
No,
No, and I'm not going to even say that. No, she can
She
sing.
looked like Kelly Clarkson's sister. No, what?
Brendan.
She was so emotional.
I know.
She has some pipe. She couldn't. It was so emotional. She couldn't almost get it out.
Yeah, that's tough. It was tough. It was tough.
I saw your girl because this time, he gave me more stuff to do, which is a good sign. So I was in the pre-show and post-show, but the pre-show, I'm there, straight up red carpet when everyone's coming in, and Lady Gaga came in. I felt bad for her.
Can I ask you what she was wearing?
She was wearing she was straight off the set of Death Becomes Her.
Okay.
And it was an all wet black, but big. Don't get me wrong, it was cool. Then she had her. Then she had her hair like the Mother of the Dragons, which I approve.
Mother of Dragons.
But she was so serious and had this 30-person entourage behind her.
That's a problem.
And someone, one of the people I was working with, kind of knows her and goes,
"Oh boy,"
and goes, "Lady," and she turns around and goes.
Yeah, she's
so
playing,
serious.
playing a character.
I felt bad for her.
Seriously.
When I said you looked in her eyes, I went, and everyone's like, "Oh, she has so much money. What do you mean
so
feel bad for
lonely.
her?" I just went, "Oh, I want to be like this. You're playing a character,
and you're lonely.
You're playing a character right now.
Yeah,
that's a character. That's not real."
No,
I felt bad for her.
No,
I feel like they get so famous, they go down these rabbit holes, and it's just like such a bummer.
I think also that it's a little bit
sense
like
of reality, huh?
It's also a little bit like some people who. The only time they're happy is when they're in the octagon or when
performing.
Yeah. And I think that's the case because, I got a
Tortured
sense
souls.
that she just can't, you also want to connect with somebody and have a real relationship, and she's had a hard time with that for
Her last
whatever
man
reason.
was a straight die me.
Yeah, but it didn't work out. Doesn't
No, that guy wanted to.
I wonder what that's about.
That guy didn't want to drink blood. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she went by and was like, God dang, man.
I know.
And then there was these guys who were up for Country Album of the Year. There's 3 of them, and I dug their outfits. I forget who they are. I wish you could bring them up, Chin.
The handsome
No,
boys or? Sorry, man. Sorry, dude.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
Okay.
The handsome
Sorry, man.
twins?
I'm not up on the music
Okay.
thing. Like, I know one.
But they were all dressed like in this cowboy outfits.
Oh,
And the 3 of them combined, I can fuck with.
Yeah.
But I was roasting behind their back and went, they should not separate. They should combine hands. If you need to get a drink, you stay together. Because once you go off on your own, you guys look fucking weird. Like super weird. I'm talking flamboyant cowboy.
Wow.
Big boys too. Big boys.
Big boys.
Big boys.
As in they haven't.
No, they're just tall like that. One
big
was
fellas.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Gaga perform?
Yeah. I thought she had an off night.
Yeah. That's fair. That's
She's
fair.
so. Oh, did you see the girl in Despacito? Did you see the girl who was with them in Despacito?
No. I sure did.
Top 3
What?
I've ever seen.
What?
Top 3.
Sir,
I don't
you've
know
been
where
alive for
they-
34 years. Careful.
I don't know where they found her.
Careful now.
Mars? Did they? There she is. This girl.
Yeah. Well, there's an issue.
When you see her dance and her face.
Who is Despacito? I already like these guys.
See everyone? I was like,
I like those two.
and obviously I have to filter myself a little bit on me, but I was like, who's the? Man, she can dance. Does anyone know who that is?
Yeah, I'd like to see her dance a little bit.
Oh, what? Wait till you see it.
Jacare Rivera. Well, yeah. There are dancers, and then there's everybody else, and then there are Latin dancers.
Oh, have you ever seen the Latin Grammy Awards?
Yeah, I see that.
So
'cause
much sexier than ours. There's so much more sexier.
100%.
Even the backup dancers are 10s. Get ready.
100%.
You know, you've heard this song, right?
Uh-oh.
Have you heard this song?
No, but I'm liking it.
You never heard Despacito?
Oh,
I feel
Lord.
weak.
Lord.
It's a horrible video.
Uh-oh.
Look at that young lady.
Well, that'll force you to compromise everything. You could lose your house.
That'll make you risk everything.
Yeah, you would lose
I'll risk everything.
You
What?
lose everything, bro.
An Avenue house.
That's
Risk everything.
What do you mean, my kids? I lost them?
We'll figure it out.
I'm so mad. But oh boy, yeah, that'll kill you. That'll destroy you, man. That'll bring you right to your knees.
I was watching on set like
you on
this.
your back.
Dude. I was like this.
You bite your own hand. You bite your own hand on national TV when you see that, and that's a big problem.
Is she the most gorgeous?
Well,
woman
she
in
can
the world?
move. Yep. Yeah, by the way, that person exists. Perfection exists somewhere, right?
So,
might be that.
Physically, yes.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how she used to have a conversation with.
I don't care.
She's well read.
I wouldn't care if she was mute, but that doesn't
No, me
matter.
neither.
Yeah.
Bryan only speaks Spanish. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll learn Spanish very quickly. I love the language.
Yes, we'll figure. I love the language, and I love her.
Yeah. No. And I want to say something. I love her too. Don't ever talk to me about her again because she's mine. So shut your mouth.
You don't even know the
Shut
song.
your mouth, or you and I will be in a fisticuffs.
fist fight?
I do believe you'd beat me. However, you're sitting
For
down
her?
and you're still a little weak in the tummy, and I'll sock you in your fucking stomach.
For her, you do it.
Yeah. I'll fight dirty. Sarah Silverman.
Yes, it was Sarah Silverman. Oh, what she was
I
in
gotta
that?
listen to her album. I haven't heard.
Dude, she was in
Like
that.
Sarah.
She was in that movie Battle of the Sexes. Have you seen that?
No.
With
Good.
it's about Billy Joe King, right? Billy Joe King.
Oh, Billie Jean King. And in fact, when I was in New York, she was sitting with Emma Stone at a restaurant, one of my favorite
How long
restaurants,
ago is this?
Del Anima.
We need fucking
A year ago.
frame. Okay.
And I said to her, "Hey, how are you? I'm a big fan," because she was such a groundbreaker. Billie Jean King was the openly gay tennis player. And
Not true.
She wasn't openly gay.
She was not.
I
I just did all of it.
Everybody knew
She was not openly gay till really after she got big.
But she took a lot of heat anyway for that. It's like kind of like Martina Navratilova as well. Both
Yeah, but they do it after their career, so
Yeah.
it's not that groundbreaking. Like if she did it while she was playing,
She was kind of a groundbreaking athlete for a lot of reasons, right?
after the fact.
Yeah.
After she did all her work.
Yeah.
I literally just watched the doc. Emma Stone. That's a good movie, man. Steve
haven't
Carell's
seen it.
great in it.
Yeah. He was a D1 tennis player.
Did you watch? Sorry. Did you watch the real match though?
Yeah,
When
I did.
Really?
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's great. and
They would never do that today. Like Serena Williams versus 55-year-old.
Well, he was trash talking about women and stuff like that.
Well, he's a promoter.
Yeah.
He didn't really believe all that stuff.
I know
he was just a hustler.
Yeah, and he was also a very good tennis player, and I don't think she knew how good he was.
He was world champion.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, world champion.
Well, wasn't he a D1 player or was he a professional player?
Professional.
Okay.
Yeah, he won the Open, like the U.S. Open.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's legit.
But he'd been retired for a long
he's 55
time.
and he's a compulsive gambler.
Oh, okay.
But he was a real nice guy, and he came to her and was like, "We can make a lot of money. I know you're trying to get money and get equal playing field. I'll play the bad guy. You do this."
Oh.
He was a hustler.
Oh, I didn't know that it was. I'm sorry, I don't know the story.
She liked him.
Okay, so this was all an act.
Yes, she goes, he's a fool, he's a hustler. She goes, I'm not mad at him. She hated the guy who ran all of tennis because he banned all the women from tennis. He wanted to pay him less.
Oh wow!
So that's why she was going to do this, and then they were going to try and make that man who's the head of the men's tennis association, MTA, whatever it is. He was going to try and ban all women if she was going to play this. And then he was also going to try to be the commentator for that super match.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, I won't play. This is the day before. She goes, I won't play if he's the commentator.
Was this the first time that was Billie Jean King a Grand Slam champion at the time she played
Yes, she's number one in the world.
Wow.
So hold on. He played the number 2 girl who was from Australia, and he beat the shit out of her first. Because Billie Jean King turned it down. So he went to the number 2 girl who's Australian, who actually beat.
Can you bring up some of that
Jean
match
King.
for the hell of it?
Yeah, so that Australian girl who's ranked number 2 actually beat Billie Jean King, and then so he went to her, and because Billie Jean King won't even entertain it. But then when she realized how big Profound would be, and she can,
but she was definitely trying to beat him too.
She beat the shit out of him.
But he won ultimately, didn't he?
No. Billie Jean King took over and beat the shit out of him.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he got exhausted. She had him running all over the court.
Oh, here she is. Look at this. Oh, so she ended up beating the fucker.
Yeah, she beat him bad towards the end.
Okay. I thought
he was exhausted and had cramps and shit. No, she beat him.
Hilarious.
She beat him, and then, I felt bad for her husband, man. Because obviously she's gay. He had the sugar daddy shirt on, he played, and he wasn't taking that serious and was sweating his ass off. They're like, you got to ditch the coat. He's like, they're paying me $20K. Something crazy. Like 19 million people watch this, by the way.
By the way, look at how different their strokes were back then. So different. Now it's such a power game. Such a power
I wonder
game.
how a Serena Williams or Venus Williams would do against this top 10 guy. Top 10 male.
They would get destroyed.
They would get destroyed,
They would get destroyed. She would get destroyed. And by her own admission, they'll tell you that. The men are too,
but
they hit too hard.
A 55-year-old she would destroy.
Yeah.
Unless it was like Pete Sampras or some shit.
Yeah.
Although she'd probably still beat him. 55
is old. That's old.
He had some problems.
Yeah.
She had him run around. That was her game plan. She had him just hustling all, and he got
even the top 100 guys. I mean, Martina Navratilova said she can't. She could never. They just hit too hard. If you're in the top 100 as a tennis player, forget top 10. If you're in the top 100, it's a huge accomplishment.
Hey, bring up what Bobby Riggs won though. He was hilarious. Do you know he'd play like the pros at the course? He would hold dogs and they put chairs and be like, all right, what do you guys want to bet? And some guy bet in the Rolls Royce. He beat the shit out of him. He's like, all right.
That's so great.
He's so good.
Just a real
Bobby Riggs won?
If you go to his Wikipedia, see what he won. Why isn't there more talk about Billie Jean King with everything going on?
I thought Bobby Riggs won the match, but he didn't.
No, he did not. He actually faded hard towards the end. He was a professional career. He won the U.S. Championship and the Wimbledon.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
in 1939.
He won the Grand Slam
in 1939. Holy shit! No,
old school.
That doesn't make sense. Wait.
And then into the 60s and 70s, he still won. So he won the U.S. Pro, then he won the U.S. Championships, and then he won Wimbledon. So, I mean, legit tennis player.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how good of a tennis player he was. And then he would do it as a side hustle to make money. So he's playing nonstop.
I mean, again, so we always talk about that. When you got a pro like that, the difference is also not just physical. Professional players who have won huge events like that are gamers. They can find a way to win. They'll fuck with you. They mess with your head. They do all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they can climb into your kitchen.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
leave a window open somewhere in your house and they're climbing in. They're going to
He challenged that Margaret Court and beat the shit out of her. And that's why
Burke would do this to me. Jimmy Burke, he's played ball his whole life and by no means a professional, but he played every sport. He loves the game, and he's always been an amateur, and he loves to play and everything. And I've watched Jimmy beat really good guys on the court because he gets in your head. And with me, where I would work really hard at my tennis, whatever, he would look at me and he'd just fuck with me. He'd go like this. He'd do little things that I just didn't know what he was doing. He'd go, dude, I'm going to climb into your kitchen, right? Are all your windows shut? You don't have a window open here. You don't have a little window open because I feel like there's a window open that I'm going to climb through. And just that, I go, you're not getting in my head, dude. He goes, no, I know, but just close all your windows before we start.
Now, think if you're playing an actual pro.
Right. Okay, here's the other thing.
That's your buddy. Think if you're playing like a straight pro.
He knew my backhand sucked. It wasn't good, so he'd hit to my backhand, and right before I was going to hit the backhand, he would stomp his foot. Like, it was just little things like that. I'd be like, what the fuck? Hey. An actual pro, he's got 1,000 ways to beat you. 1,000.
Did you watch the fights this week?
I did.
Lowest ratings ever for Fox.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're thinking, man. Are they trying to bomb this thing? So I don't know. Amazon's out of the TV deal. Amazon pulled out, which is a big deal. I know people are like, it's not it's a big deal.
Why?
Because there's no other players in the game. So there's no competition now. You only have one company right now with Fox, and Fox has all the power. And for UFC, you need to make a certain nut to cover your debt.
Yep.
So that's why it's a big deal that
the roundhouse kick, the Taekwondo roundhouse kick was very impressive from Jacare.
You're talking about the head kick?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And with his foot, the top of his foot.
Yeah. I need to give my boy Corey Sandigan a shout out. He's from Denver. He started at high altitude when I was there. And he's always Christian Allen's like beast. And he kicked off the night and won his first fight. I think he won an award too, yeah.
Featherweight is, what is that? Is that 45?
45, yes. Render light.
Oh, I saw that fight. Yeah, he was great.
First fight of the night.
Yeah.
Oh, you watched it on Fight Pass?
No, I watched it on regular TV.
It was on Fight Pass.
No, it wasn't because I was in. I watched it on TV. I watched it on TV in Columbus.
So maybe that Fight Pass in Columbus.
Well, I watched the whole thing. I watched I watched the Brunson fight on the TV there. Maybe they had it there.
Well, check it out, B. So the guy I'm talking about, Corey Sandigan, only fought on Fight Pass.
Okay,
not TV.
I saw it though. I promise I did.
So the other ones were on Fox Sports. Then you watched the main card on Fox, which everyone gets Fox. Yeah.
Yes. But I wonder why they had it on at Columbus. Maybe they brought it.
Maybe they brought it on the regular broadcast, or maybe you're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
Maybe you're confused.
I watched it.
Maybe, but if you saw,
I remember.
I
remember Corey because he was so excited after he won.
If you saw it, then I'm sure they put in the preliminaries or the main card.
Yeah.
They probably just added it in there. But yeah, most ratings ever.
Who does Jacare fight next? Who does he fight here? He's always
middleweight. You got I could see a Chris Weidman if he's healthy, or I could see a Kelvin Gastelum.
If from between the Luke and the Yoel Romero fight,
he won't fight the winner of that.
Why? Because he's already
Robert Whittaker be back in time, so the winner of that's going to fight Robert Whittaker. He won't fight Yoel Romero again.
Do we know how Whittaker's doing after that staph got in his intestines?
You should be all right once they get on antibiotics.
He posted on Instagram afterwards.
He'll be okay.
So.
Yeah.
I imagine you get a Chris Weidman or Kelvin Gastelum if you're Jacare. They should just go ahead and take George St. Pierre out of that number 4. And why is George number 4? Shouldn't he be at least number 1? Because he vacated the belt. That might be an old... No, because if it was he would be the champion.
Oh, he vacated the belt.
Yeah, but how do you have a number 4?
I don't know.
I agree. He's probably...
You think that's an accurate reading? He's not beating Jacare?
No, he's not beating.
He's not beating any of those guys. They're just too big?
Yeah, they're way too big. Kelvin Gastelum might be his best matchup there because he's similar in size. Mm-hmm. But
so Whittaker and those guys they hit too hard.
They're too big, and he knows that. Dude, how about we call it DC Stipe happening, actual super fight?
I know. My prediction on that is that it goes the distance, and I'm going to go with Cormier.
You're going with DC?
I'm going with DC only because it's such an intriguing and tricky fight. And the only reason I'm going with DC is because I think DC has better cardio, and I think that he's a better wrestler, obviously. I don't think that Stipe's size in the wrestling is going to make that much of a difference to Daniel because he's so
Stipe's
good.
power?
Striking wise, I feel like Daniel has spent enough time back in the day sparring with guys like Kane.
Back in the day?
Yeah, I mean, Kane hasn't probably been training for a little while.
It's such a close fight.
I've never seen DC and you know this better than I do, but I've never seen DC actually get rocked, except for one example, by punches, and it's more kicks. So when he dips and if you get caught with that shin, the way he did with John Jones, that's what rocks him. But he seems to be he's just
good at avoiding it.
Yeah. So
Stipe hits harder than anyone he's fought, though, I think.
He does, huh?
Maybe not Anthony Johnson.
Anthony Johnson hits
hard. The big boy.
Yeah.
It's a tough fight to call. This is why it's a legit super fight.
If he doesn't do a lot of cardio, he's
going to be in trouble.
He's going to be in trouble, man. You can't.
If he comes in the way he came in Francis, granted, he was tired from beating the shit out of Francis. That's going to take your cardio. But with DC,
he also got caught. Might have had an adrenaline dump.
Yeah, but with DC, if he's constantly pressuring, it's going to take its toll on you. If DC is able to land those takedowns early on, he goes to the third, fourth round, DC will finish you off.
That's right.
I'm not picking DC. I don't know. I'm not making bets or breakdowns yet. I don't know who to pick. This is why this is a legit super fight, because it can go either way.
Yes.
And they're both champions. This is the first legit super fight.
And I'd say something
GSP
else.
Bisping, not a super fight.
Yep.
That's
And both fights for both guys, it seals their legacy as just.
See, this is why else I think it's a super fight. I think both guys, win or lose, their legacy is sealed. No one has anything to lose.
I agree, of course.
If DC goes up, all right, you lost the heavyweight. Stipe, all right, you lost the DC.
But if Stipe defends his title and beats DC, I'm going. Then you have a very strong argument for why you could say things like greatest heavyweight of all time. Even though I think Kane beats, I believe Kane in his prime, which is
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And so and if Daniel beats Stipe. Wow.
What kind of mix-up is it? Because if Daniel beats Stipe, his losses, John Jones, always loom over him. Because if Daniel beats Stipe, then everyone's just going to go, well, if DC beats Stipe, what do you think John Jones would do to him? So anything DC does, it's like, okay, but what would John Jones do to him? Would John Jones do?
If DC beats Stipe, he rides off in the sunset. I would then like to see John Jones come back with one warm-up fight and then fight Stipe.
So Stipe has to fight DC, then John Jones? Even if he doesn't have the belt?
Well,
because then you'd have Stipe versus John for the interim, right?
Yeah, so what happens is DC wins, he vacates the belt, it goes back to Stipe, now Stipe stands.
No, it doesn't go back to Stipe because he beat him. No, Stipe would have to fight someone for the belt.
Really? Okay. So he'd fight somebody for the belt.
Because you can't beat him like, my bad.
And who would that be? Who's next in line for him?
Kane would need a warm-up, then probably Kane or Verdum.
He's already done work with Verdum.
Yeah,
and Kane has his cage around his spine, so I don't know what happens there.
Slim pickings for Stipe. That's why this fight
I'm going to assume
sense.
that Stipe wins that. But either way, I think you're going to see DC Stipe, and I think it's going to be a war, and I think it's going to go to the distance, and then I think you're going to see ultimately Stipe and our boy John Jones.
And then what kind of legacy is that for Stipe if he were to lose his DC and John Jones? God,
that's the risk of being an MMA fighter at that level.
There
are no easy fights.
Well, especially if you're a champ and they want to make super fights right now.
Yeah.
From what I hear, that July card they're trying to do because they're TV rights, so they're trying to show they can still flex on people. They're going to do Cyborg, Amanda Nunes, TJ, Mighty Mouse, Stipe, DC.
I can't fucking wait. But by the way, I think Stipe has done all this. You got to take this into account too. He's done all this incredible work with a
PD
fight
free.
camp,
PD
free 100%, and
which is why he's my number one.
And that's very, very legit. That's very legit. And also,
everyone goes, Fedor was undefeated for 10 years. Hold. I get that.
Yeah.
But he had all the resources he can to drugs.
Well, if you watch Icarus, he's probably had some things going on there.
You think? Yeah. And it was just a different time. He wasn't as complete as Stipe. The game's evolved where 100%. Stipe is actually facing tougher competition.
100%, dude. And but you also have to take into mind, what is Stipe's training camp? It's not very sophisticated. It's guys in Cleveland. I mean, all due respect, I don't know.
Yes and no. He does train with Ray Longo and Weidman of the world.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Those guys
not full time.
So does he go to Long Island and train down there? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Because
go in there.
initially, you're talking about a full-time
No,
firefighter.
I agree. He's not from like a super camp.
Full-time firefighter probably has trouble finding guys his size to train with. Probably has to fly him in or go there. I mean, there are a lot of factors that he's been able to do.
And it drives the UFC nuts. You know, I don't know if most people know this. It drives the UFC nuts that he has another full-time job. They hate that.
They do.
Well, can you imagine if Tom Brady had another who was like worked at IKEA?
Can you imagine
or some
he
shit?
showed up and saved your life, Stipe? Yeah, I can't get kids have been taken care of. Where's my dog? Dogs have been taken care of. Stipe music. Just quiet down, breathe heavy. Picks me
Stay
up.
calm, like
Stay calm, picks me up.
You'd pick me up.
My feet are dangling. Save me.
I'd say, bro, right before we get out there, put me down. I look real vulnerable right now. Let me just put me down. I look weird.
Like, look, I'm gonna have to give you a little mouth to mouth.
I appreciate all
I'm gonna
this.
have to give you a little Cleveland mouth to mouth. Look, he talks. Could he be any more macho? Yeah. Beat this fire. Yeah. I'm gonna give you some mouth to mouth. Yeah.
He's so intense.
He's so intense. I'm gonna have a baby. Yeah. Everything for him is
they
yeah.
pay him his due.
He's
man.
a woo girl, but a yeah guy. He's like the equivalent of a woo girl. You know, girls like woo. He's like yeah. He's a yeah guy.
He's that guy.
Yeah, he's that guy.
All the girls
he
that
is
go
that
woo!
guy. Fucking Joe Rogan's like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna put my new kitchen in. You blue collar to the end. A blue collar. I'm putting my kitchen in. He'll fucking put a kitchen in. Save you from a burning building and fuck you up. He's impressive as hell, actually.
Yeah, he is. I hope they make crazy bank too.
And you trained with him for a long time when he was starting out. There was nothing that you would probably suggest would you back then. You wouldn't have thought he would make it to this level, would you?
You never know. I mean,
I know.
I'm not surprised. I think.
But to say
his work ethic is he's athletic and and his chin's great, but no, to be the best of all time. No, when he walked in, I didn't say he's going to be the best heavyweight of all time.
Right.
No, that's fair to say.
Yeah.
And we knew he was damn good.
Yep.
Damn good.
Fighting's got that weird intangible. Weird.
Something about it.
And he's he's boxing. He stood on the edge of that pocket and just figured him out. Bah, bah, bah.
What'd you do this weekend? Chin saw you posted the new that you're in that new skyscraper downtown singing and shit by yourself.
Yeah, so I was just moving stuff in.
How's the acoustics in that bad boy?
It's pretty good.
Is it?
It's actually too good though.
Why?
Because if I'm gonna record stuff in there, like music and stuff, you don't want that much reverb, natural reverb and echo.
So
It's cool to play.
You trying to make a recording studio?
I want to make music there for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you trying to drop an album?
Awesome.
Drop an LP?
I just like writing. So if I made a song,
Can we all do a song?
Do it.
Chin,
Yeah.
Can you write Fighter and the Kid a song? Can we come up with
There's
a song?
a project. Have Chin write the main.
And we'll go down
part
and
of
we'll
then
record it and do a video. Let's do a music video. It'll be so stupid.
so down.
All right, let's do
You
that.
write it, Chin.
All right. Well,
So what have you been doing? You just been moving to the new crib?
moving in the crib and then visiting the folks.
How's your mom?
She's so much better. So
100% better?
Oh,
good,
good.
man.
way better. Thanks.
Good.
That's cool. A little update on my stomach, and so I haven't had coffee in over 3 weeks now. Don't touch it. When I tried it, I actually feel sick. So let's put the coffee company on hold. And then stomach's good.
It is.
I'm all gravy, baby. I'm back.
I love it.
I'm sure I'm back on the road Wednesday. I might die from too many flying miles, but I'm good.
Yeah. You back on the road Wednesday?
Wednesday.
What time?
I gotta look.
All right. I got you, brother. I know all about it. I'm back on the road. DC Improv Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I fly out
That's not a short flight.
Thursday. No, I'll fly out Thursday. And and then I got
Oh, did you go to
At least
Homage?
Brea the next
Did you
week.
go Homage? The shirt shop?
didn't
It's literally a fucking. You could
in
throw
Columbus?
Yes, you could throw a stone from your hotel.
Homage?
Yes.
I didn't. I forgot. What is that?
Shirts, the best shirts in the world.
Really?
They're great.
Like
They're my
T-shirts
people.
or
Yeah, T-shirts, hoodies, sweats.
Shit.
All Cleveland owned, Cleveland made.
Oh,
They're like, we told everyone Brian's coming in. We'll take care of him. And
I didn't know
Stevie.
that. Fuck.
I
would've
told
gone
your
there.
ass. Like
Sorry,
a few
Homage.
podcasts ago.
Shout out to Homage.
Look at all their stuff. Great shit, man.
Wait, I think the guy brought me something.
I doubt it, Brian. It's all right.
Yeah, I think they gave somebody for my birthday. They gave me 2 shirts that I have. Can you just?
If
go
it's
through
from
the
them,
shirts?
they would have given you just 2 shirts.
They're really nice shirts. Anyway,
Anyways, what have you been up to, MJ? Chilling? Saw you taking a picture with dogs on Instagram. Whose dog is that?
That's my dog.
That's your dog?
That's my puppy, a little scruffy one.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was a new one.
We look alike, right? A little scruffy, crazy eyebrows.
Maybe.
A little bit of beard. I shaved mine
I
though.
would say you look alike, but
MJ looks good with a goatee.
mustache.
The bro.
Get some current events, Chen.
Yes, sir. Can we take a restroom break real quick?
Yeah.
Sure, man. You gotta take a shit.
Yeah, you gotta piss.
Yeah, shit, huh?
Oh God.
Yeah, shit. Hey,
I judge people
why
when
are
they
you
get
guys
up.
so weird about shitting? And also, why is it like a Taco Bell bathroom in the fucking bathroom here? When you go in there, there's always at least one or two men
The worst.
fucking Al Qaeda in that bathroom.
They're
They are
messing it up.
dropping bombs
So bad.
and it smells awful in there.
Yep.
That is the busiest
There's no
bathroom.
ventilation.
That bathroom is busier than the truck stop.
Dude, they called me on stage Thursday, and Stevie Blue Eyes comes into the thing. I go, what the? He goes, they're calling, the music's playing right now. I'm peeing. I'm in the middle. You ever try to pee really fast? I'm like, come on.
Oh, I would have let the
stage.
music play because you don't want to pinch that off. It burns.
I tried to pinch it off. I couldn't. I had to just let it go. Yeah, I had to piss.
That's the worst. All right, let's take a break. Jenna is drop a deuce.
The urine. For some reason, the urine splashes. It's always on the ground. I know. Just urine everywhere on the ground.
It's the worst.
Gross. It's so gross.
You know, before we jump to current events, y'all. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. You're 51 now.
It's my birthday, you guys. I didn't make a big deal about it.
We never do.
It's fine.
You performed on your B-Day?
Yeah, it was so cool. They
What are
all
we
went,
gonna do
happy birthday. They all started.
What are we going to do for your birthday? A dinner? We both
Yeah,
in
we
town
should
this
definitely
week.
do a
But
dinner when
should
we
do a
have
dinner.
time. You and I, we don't have any time.
Should we do it next week?
Yeah, let's do it next week. Definitely have a dinner.
What do you want to do, Scopa?
Yeah.
Because you always go to Via Veneto.
Yeah,
and
let's
shout
do
out to Via
Scopa.
Veneto,
Let's do
but
Scopa.
let's set up a Scopa.
Yeah, we'll do Scopa.
Who should
do
we
Nobu or
invite?
Scopa, something like that.
You want to do Nobu? You trying to get fancy? Go to Malibu,
It's
Nobu?
expensive as fuck, though. When
It's
you
your
go to
birthday,
Nobu,
though.
I know. When you go to Nobu, the bill's 20. Like, if you have a lot of people, I'm shelling out $2,500
Well, let's talk about who we're
for
going to
fucking
invite.
fish.
Let's talk about who we're going to invite. You, Amanda, me, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of all our friends.
Grillo, Frank and Wendy,
Frank, Wendy,
Fabrizio and Diana.
Rogan.
We could do Rogan.
I don't know if
But
he's
he
going
might
to
get
go with
weird.
that big group. If
Joe-
it's just
Joe
you
might
and
get
me,
weird.
If it's
Let's
a
be
triple
honest.
date, he's down. You
Yeah.
invite those other people, he's not
Yeah,
going to come.
Joe'll be
I
hiding
know
in the
Joe.
corner.
Nope.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know who's over there.
Yeah. You don't trust anybody.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I gotta say, I had a really weird. I had this so at my final show on Saturday. Everything I'm doing is really gelling, right? And I feel really good about it. I want to shoot my special.
You are a monster. Best I've ever seen you.
It's yeah. Thanks, man. I do. I feel like I'm better than I've ever been, and I really felt that Saturday.
Spot
was
on
like,
your face, but whatever.
I do have a spot on my face.
What's
Where?
that? What is that?
What? Where? I don't know. I got a little zit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not a tumor at 51. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
It's
You
a
broke
face
out
tumor.
at 51. That makes sense.
I have a face tumor.
No. Yeah. No, you have a zit at 51.
I slept on my. I slept.
No,
on
yeah. No, that makes sense.
My
bro.
wife said that
you
to
should
me.
be worried about nothing. That just a huge bump showed up underneath your eye at 51.
Well, I have to do Goldberg's tomorrow, so I have to wear makeup, and I don't know if they can cover this. Great, just great.
What were we gonna say
Thanks.
though for your birthday?
And my last show Saturday, it just everything clicked, and that show was one of the best I've ever done. And they stood up, and I felt like crying, and I had to run off stage.
Been there, and
I
you
felt
suck
like
at
crying.
emotion.
I suck at emotion, but
Not me.
I was so overwhelmed by them, and I was so I don't know. I almost started crying, and I had to run away.
God, I wish you would have cried. You
I know.
heartless. Son
I kind
of
of
a
almost
bitch.
did. I went thank you, and I could feel it, and then I ran off. It was really cool.
I
lucky.
you know me, I'll cry on the spot. I don't give a fuck. I've cried on TV.
Yeah,
I've
you
cried
will.
On this
You've
show.
cried on
I don't
stage.
care. Yeah, I don't care.
It's good.
But I in Boston, they give me a stand ovation, and Rogan's there. I was like, definitely can't cry in front of Rogan. He's about as good as motion as Bryan is. I'm gonna
Fuck
get
Rogan.
roasted.
Yeah, Rogan's cried in front of me actually. When his friend died, Rogan started crying. We were at dinner a long time ago, probably. Fuck, man, this might be 15 years ago. And this guy he really loved died. He was a crazy dude, and he started to cry right there. We were together at Chaya.
Were they black tears?
Chaya Beverly Hills. They were black tears. They were black tears. They were tar. I actually had them tested. They were made of tar, and so he cried tar and blood from his eyes.
So ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do a B-Day dinner though for you. We got to do something.
I want to do that, man.
Last year you had that was your 50th, so special when you had that.
But I do believe in marking. I'm a big believer in celebrating moments.
No, you're not.
I should.
What? You're the worst. And I love it. You tried telling me. What did I do? Oh,
I
Wilbur.
just made a statement and you're like, no, you're
That's
not.
so full of shit. When I did the Wilbur, you were like, bro, you need to take this in, realize what's going on. But when it's coming from you, it's like a motivational coach. You can't afford their power bill. Tell me like how to pay my bills and get my life together.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
You're like, you need to relish this, realize what you've done. I'm like, what? Get out of here.
Fuck off. No, but I do think that it's important to, like, it's your birthday.
It is, and you and I both suck at it.
We both suck
I
at
get
it.
sad on my birthday. You know this.
You do.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Well, I feel like you get sad if people don't make a big deal about it. Like a little bit.
No, I don't know.
If there aren't gifts.
I don't know. No, I don't like gifts.
Yeah.
Unless it's because the gifts I want, I don't want my friends to buy me because it's too expensive.
I was in a Courtyard Marriott room on my birthday.
Why are you saying? You stayed the Columbus one.
But it was all
That's
good.
a nice hotel. It's at least
fine.
connected all that stuff.
I love it. That's a great gig. Columbus is the Funny Bone's one of the best clubs, period. And you know this.
I agree. It's literally one of my favorites. It's so good because you can walk around.
Yep.
There's so much to do. It's a huge club. The crowds are great.
Amazing.
I'm not just saying I'm not going anytime soon, probably another year. Funny Bone, Columbus, one of my favorites.
Yep. No question.
I'm at. It's weird because I've never performed there. I'm at the Comedy Store. I'm sorry, the Comedy Works downtown Denver. Everyone says that's their favorite club.
That is another one that is as good as the Funny Bone, and again, one of the best clubs in the country.
Everyone said. I mean, Rogan shot a special there.
Oh, it's
Chappelle
incredible.
talks about Roseanne Barr got her start there.
It's
like
incredible.
everyone.
First of all, they take your cell phones. First of all, no one there will have a cell phone.
Love that.
Just wait till you see what it does to the audience. This guy fucking who's a big time computer scientist, entrepreneur, made a fortune. And he said, we're spending a lot of time looking at our second brain. And he's calling computers and phones our second brain.
That's fair.
And it's fair. And he said, we better be careful. Because if you spend enough time looking at your second brain, you're going to stop communicating with your brain. You're not going to have a sense of how your own brain works. You're not going to have a sense of how you work. And you're going to lose touch with the inner machinations of your brain, of your soul, of all that
Well, look
stuff.
at a concert. You go to a concert, you see phones like this. You're watching it through another lens.
Right.
You're there, you paid for a ticket like, man, I was watching on TV. The HD is way better than what you're doing. So they're watching on a second lens. Mm-hmm. And to show everyone, look what I'm doing, look what I'm hearing, listening to.
Yep.
It makes zero sense.
It makes zero sense, man. It makes zero sense. And I think we better figure out a way.
Even when I was on the E panel, like in between takes or before, everyone's on their phone doing all this stuff. I give my phone. They give everyone's scheduled an assistant. So I give her my phone. I go, don't give it to me. I want to be focused. I want to be dialed in. I want to see what's going on. We're watching words. Everyone else is on their phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm telling you, it's hurting you guys. I told them that. I went, this is hurting you guys because you're not in the moment.
No.
I'm thinking about what's next with this.
Yeah.
Live in the moment.
You're losing touch with yourself.
But
you really are.
But you got to remember, it's live and there's a live crowd behind you. So you can, and that's where the comic value comes in when you're doing live performances. I can feel the energy off them. They're dialed into their phone.
That's right.
I think it's a mistake.
I do too.
They're still very good at their job.
I do too. I do too. And
as soon as they go in commercial, they go.
Yeah. Your brain is starting to live on the outside of your body. And I think, and you're staring at it all day. And
you're not present.
You're not present. And you're not present within yourself. You're not present within your own
I agree.
mind.
I think it's a cancer.
And
as much as cell phones help, I think they've gone as far as they can go. Obviously, they're getting virtual reality and all that other stuff. But as far as what they're meant for,
I agree.
They're as far as they can go. And now it's just, it's a video game.
Here's
for
another
kids,
thing.
they're video games. It's like.
Yeah. And here's another thing that's really scary. If you take Facebook, Google, Amazon, and this Facebook, Google, Amazon. Who's the other big one? Anybody help me with this?
Facebook, Google, Twitter.
Facebook owns Instagram.
Yeah. If you take those, they were looking at how, first of all, those big, it's Amazon, Facebook, Google, and I don't think it's Twitter. It might be something else. But anyway, those companies, as huge as they are controlling all our information,
everything.
All of it.
News.
Yes. And
agendas.
They are, and they only employ about apparently like 500,000 people. They don't employ that many people because of the technology. So it's not like they're creating a lot of jobs.
No, they don't need to.
You've got 9 tech billionaires that have more money than 1.8 billion people in the world.
Yes.
And more importantly, they are controlling this is really fucking scary. Not only are they controlling the way we get information, but they're also, the algorithms are disseminating information specifically to you. On top of where we talked about this with Facebook. Facebook had an algorithm, right? And all of a sudden they noticed that there were a lot of people that were putting in Jew and hater. So all of a sudden it created an algorithm for Jew hater. and it was sending information that supported that to people that were looking for it.
However, and I agree that is a problem. But when you say they're not giving people jobs, I would argue they employ more people than anyone in the world.
Actually, they don't.
They do. You ready?
Yeah.
They do because we're employee of them. We run a business off them.
Yeah.
My brother runs a business off them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Music artist runs a business off them. If your mom has a store, she has to run it through them.
Well, they all have to run it through them. And
it's on their platform.
Yeah.
They don't give them a percentage. But they don't hold on. Right. They don't give them a percentage. They give them a platform to run a business. Yeah. How many businesses are run through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Amazon, all this stuff?
Yeah.
But really, social media, man, this day and age, they're employing more people than anyone in the world than more before.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, YouTube.
No, and there's a bright side to it. There's a obviously the internet has a bright side, but there is a dark side, and the dark side is this conglomeration of power. And I think they did something about, if you put those four companies together, they are like the 7th biggest economy in the world. I mean, it's crazy how much money they have.
But here's the thing, B. Who's responsible? Okay, are you just going to get your news off your cell phone?
Right.
Whose fault is that?
Well, mine.
That's on the individual.
Yeah,
it's not Facebook's fault.
What I worry though about that is that there used to be it's
too easy.
There used to be a trusted source of information, right? So you knew that no matter what, if you went to the news, that everybody agreed there was a consensus on that on those events.
Legit.
Now there's no national narrative because people go, hold on, I have my side of the argument. What are your sources?
Yeah, I know.
And then we can't even agree on sources because you can go and find your own sources.
Yeah, it's bad.
So there are all these issues that are interesting that we're kind of dealing with.
But I would argue they employ more than anyone in the history of mankind.
Well, we're the biggest thing that we're going to have to contend with is 47% of the jobs that we know of today are going to go away in the next 20 years. And the question is, what do we do
you have to
in
adapt.
place of that? You have to adapt. You have to adapt.
But that's life.
Yeah.
That's with anything.
That's right. Because with innovation comes destruction. When you come up with a better way to do something, you don't need the old way.
Don't be Blockbuster.
And you're right. And as you said,
don't be the gas-powered car. You
and I live in a world where we've always had to, like, as an actor, I've seen this business change. How much has this business changed since you've been in it?
Oh my God.
I mean, and if you don't get with the times and embrace social media, something I resisted for so long, you're in deep trouble. You got to keep evolving.
I was talking about this with the Showtime guys, especially as a comic. Unless you're a Seinfeld, Kevin Hart's a bad example because he's the best social media in the game. But if you're a Seinfeld, if you're a Bill Burr type, if you're a Joe Rogan type, he's a bad example. But if you don't have a podcast following, that is your direct lifeline 100%. To your fans. What else? Are you going to do a radio tour this day and age?
No.
What are you going to do? You can put a billboard and think that's going to sell tickets this day and age? No, you're competing with all that stimulus that people are good at social media. So if you don't have a podcast and you're a performer and you're trying to sell something or tickets and you're not good at it, you get so far left in the dust, it's not even funny.
That's very true. That's why that's the reason I'm selling tickets.
And also, good luck if you're like, oh, damn, I'm going to start a podcast now. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah. It is tough because you're competing with entrenched.
Well, it's not like it is forces. Even 3 years ago, even 2 years ago.
That's right. Shit is moving quick. I just latched onto a young man with a lot of energy.
I just had a conversation with these guys.
You know what's funny? I just have to say this before you go on. When I first started doing a podcast with you, and I just saw something in you, obviously.
Yeah.
Like not just funny, but I just saw a hustle and a business savvy and we were friends. Actually, no, I didn't. We were just friends. Buddies.
Yeah.
I wasn't that.
You weren't like, oh, I'm going to make money off this
we were
guy.
just buddies. That's not true. I never expected to make money on it. I just liked you.
Never did.
And we just were doing this. But I will say that I had a lot of people telling me, dude, what are you doing podcasts for? You're wasting your fucking time. You got to start acting and stuff. The best thing I ever did was this for my career. So hands down, I can't tell you. By far.
Me too. Hell yeah. Me too, man. Like
crazy.
There's certain things I go into where I'm like, I don't care if I get this or not.
I know.
Because let's do my show. And or you'll get this offer. I'm like, well, I make this much doing this though. So I don't have to, it's glorious. I'm so thankful. But I was having a conversation with some business peeps that I'm connected with. And they were like, man, we'd love for you to sit down and have a conversation with Amber Rose because she has this big following. She's great on a mic and she just didn't take podcasts serious. I'm like, oh no, she could be so good at that. She's so brilliant. She speaks well.
Amber Rose.
Amber Rose. Yeah, she'd be so.
Is that the one with the body?
Yes, and she had her own show on E, and
she's good.
She's amazing, and so and she's kind of out of the limelight right now. And yeah, she's so hot. She was Kanye's girl. She was Wiz Khalifa's girl, baby mama, and they were like, we'd love for you to sit down and just talk to her about the pros of doing a podcast, because they look at it almost a negative light. I'm like, well, no. I could destroy all her roadblocks, her mental roadblocks on podcasting in literally one lunch.
Those look real.
Real big.
They're not real?
They look real big.
She's a sexy woman.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Start off as a stripper, just like Cardi B. I'm a fan.
Well, people like that find their way through, and when they find their way through, they've got something. It's not just because they're hot.
No, she could kill it. In the right platform, everything like that, she'd kill it.
Right. Wow.
All right, Jim, what current events you got? Shout out to Amber Rose.
Shout out.
Great fashion sense, too, by the way.
Yep.
Ronda Rousey, there was talk that she might join the WWE, and now it's official. She signed a full-time contract with them, and I guess she was in yesterday's Royal Rumble. She did a spiel there.
Cool.
That's good for her, man. I mean, listen, it's tough enough. I think this is smarter for her than doing movies.
I agree.
I think her putting all her eggs in the basket of entertainment like Gina Carano did, that Gina's doing great, but I think that's such a more difficult road for her talent-wise. I think WWE makes perfect sense. She's always been in WWE. It's a huge following. She has potential to be maybe the biggest WWE diva ever. I think if that's what they call them still. But as far as female goes, she has a chance to be big.
Joke.
And also, you don't get punched in the face. It don't now. When I say this, and I don't know what training she's done. I have no idea. I literally don't follow. It's a physical job, though. That's a beast.
Oh, it's a beast.
And the one thing that's a little alarming there is when it says signs on this full time. Now, is she going on the road 300 days a year, and she's taking those falls, and she's in
I've had long talks with Goldberg about this.
I thought Stone Cold Steve Austin. I have a lot of friends who are in it now. I'm actually getting more into it. It's a monster.
It's a monster.
So,
physically.
And I will say this in the same conversation I have with a lot of athletes when they go, I'm going to do stand-up now. That's fine if that's what you want to do. Why are you doing it, though? Because if you see people and you go, I'm doing it because I want to make money. I don't know why Ronda's doing it. If it's because if wrestling's her passion, then you're going to make it. If stand-up's your passion, then you're going to make it.
Yeah.
If it is not, it's the same as the thing that got you here, fighting.
Yeah.
If it is not your passion, I'm telling you, it's not. The hustle is so insane, and the competition is so insane. You're going to get burnt out, and you're never going to make it. It's going to be a bad choice. So I think with this, you got to ask, why am I doing this?
Do you think that she
for money and notoriety? Probably not going to make it.
Do you think there's a small tug to go back to MMA and prove herself?
No.
Yeah.
I think the game's evolved so much, and especially when you're doing WWE, you remember, Brock Lesnar was such a physical freak and such a big guy, but when he met someone with a real skill, he was in a lot of trouble. Now with Ronda, the game's evolved so much. Amanda Nunes is getting better. She's in there. She can be Amanda Nunes.
No.
She can beat Holly Holm right now.
No.
She can fight Cyborg. You want to do a super fight with Cyborg?
No.
So at her level, you're going to come back. We can't give you the number 9, the number 10, the number 11 girl.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a super fight, and you're going to fight a monster. Now you're going to fight a monster, but you've been, lack of better words, you've been faking WWE. You can't. It's not going to work.
No, it doesn't translate.
No, and you can suffer another knockout and ruin and notch you down lower when everyone's hype
would make
holding you up.
Would make no sense.
I hope she sticks. I hope she's the biggest thing in WWE of all time. I hope it's her calling, and hope she finds her happiness there, man. That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
What else you got?
This one, I don't know how much of a current event it is, but that guy, Lil Uzi Vert.
I went hard on this man on the interview. I went really hard. And before you get into it, Lil Uzi Vert, which when I say that makes me feel old, so you must feel like Jesus Christ when I say that. So Lil Uzi Vert in the interview, he's I don't even know his hits. I can't even tell you a song. That's how old it makes me feel. But he came dressed like a high school. When I was a kid, when in high school, it was like a skater, like the big Jinko jeans and the chains hanging off and the Vans, and he's very emo-ish, like this weird new culture of rap, whatever.
What is the new culture of rap? Is it becoming more slacker, kind of like the white kids, or what is
kind
it?
of like Moses Malone, Lil Uzi,
Moses Malone,
yeah.
But they tat their faces. That's the biggest thing with.
Bring up a picture of Lil Uzi. Hey, bring up a little picture of Uzi Vert for me. But so permanent. He does the interview on red carpet. And Juliana goes, "What? How you doing? What's it like to be here? It's the Grammys. It's the biggest thing you can do if you're a musical artist." And he goes, "This is my life. Same thing as always." And she goes, "Okay, well,
a lot of work. Nice looking kid. But,
yeah, for sure. He's never going to commit suicide." So He's just very emo-ish. And she goes, what are you going to do if you win tonight? He goes, let me say, man, I'll probably wake up, eat Pop-Tarts, might go shopping. She's like, is it a big night for you? He goes, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. He's just, he's an artist, man.
Is he?
And so I said on air, I went, did he just rob a Hot Topic?
Yeah.
I said, it looks like he just robbed a Hot Topic, which is, well, whatever.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have said that. But, yeah, I thought it was a shitty interview. And everyone's like, the one thing I can't get down with, is I can't get down with the fake stuff. Oh my God, Little Uzi. How fun was that? That was terrible. And fuck you, man.
Yes,
That was awful. Don't come. Don't come if that's your vibe. But also, what people want to go, I'm the anti, like 21 Pilots last year. They were the anti-man. I'm not going to dress up. Fuck this award. We're going to show up in our boxer shorts.
Why are you showing up, though?
Here's the thing. That is a style. Mm-hmm. What you're doing is a fashion style. What you're doing, that's a type of peacocking. That's an actual style. It's called
that's
an attitude.
It's called affectation. It's like
I tell this to Rogan. What your fanny pack is a form of peacocking.
Yeah.
Even though I get it, you think it's nerdy. I know you're not the most fashionable guy. What you're doing is a fashion statement. You're actually being fashionable when you wear that fanny pack. Whether you like it or not, the nerd look is a look.
There's an ancient Greek philosopher, and in ancient Greece, of course, people were always trying to find the truth. And in walks a group of people who are they're essentially dressed in the finest of clothing, and they were part of this cult that believed in expressing the senses, like eating really good food, good sex, and beauty, and they're all about beauty.
Sense. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
So they're all dressed like the high fashion. And the guy goes like this. The guy goes, the great philosopher, I can't remember, maybe it was Seneca, goes, affectation, as in you're wearing a costume, like you were saying. And then another group comes in, and these kids were they were interested in the afterlife and totally negating any kind of material wealth. And they showed up in rags, and they were skinny, they hadn't been eating. And he goes, more affectation.
Yes. Being the anti, like, that's so lame, the designer, all that stuff, the mainstream is so lame. So we're going to wear all black. Okay. That is a stop. Either way, you're all in the same boat. Yes. What you guys don't get, you're all going to the same destination. Yeah. You're all making a statement.
Yeah.
It's so.
And if you look at a lot of people who've been through this, like the problem of expressing your individuality has been around forever. But if you actually look at a lot of the people that made a huge difference, like and I'm not saying all of this, but like there are artists that just show up, and that's not how they express it. They do it through their work. They do it through. I'm not saying
a lot, but
you got to be careful with artists.
Prince,
yeah,
like a Prince,
you're right.
Like a Tom Petty.
They've always
have that artistic
and thank God.
Elton John.
Fashion. I've come to the conclusion. I used to make fun of fashion. I've come to the conclusion, as I sat with it for a long time, which is that I have a great deal of respect for it, because it's like anything else, a form of artistic expression.
It's an expression, yes.
It creates a lot of color and value for all of us around. Like I don't want to live in a world where everybody's wearing the same shit.
No.
And you don't realize how much creativity goes in, not only how much creativity goes into
craftsmanship,
but also how
timing.
It affects people like me. I'm not a fashion guy, but look at my shoes. Suddenly I'm wearing this. Suddenly I like this. And when, like my nephews, right? They're not into clothing until I bought them really expensive shirts from James Purse. Yeah. Say what you will about James Purse. He's got really cool, like, Japanese cotton shirts. Stuff, yeah. They never stop wearing those shirts. When you wear something cool, you're gonna notice the difference. Now, those you should leave my country for those shoes.
These Gucci, these are great, man. Like old boxing Gucci shoes. Get out of here.
I'm allergic to them.
I basically dress you, but whatever.
I looked at them and I started
basically dress you now, but whatever.
You're not my stylist.
I thought it's so funny. Like, on the E-panel, that Jason, he's the stylist. I mean, Mary J. Blige, everyone. He always does everyone. And I made some comment. I said, just because Gucci sells it doesn't mean you have to wear it. And we get off there and he goes, what is your deal, man? He goes, well, you're more into fashion than we are up here. How do you know so much about it? I go, I'm just always into it, man. And he goes, and you're a straight man. I went, dude, I'm so straight, it's not even funny. If you could hear my thoughts with going on the carpet right now, it'd freak you out.
You're
goes,
so
really?
Straight.
I said, yeah, I'm just super into it, man. I don't know why.
I listened to this.
Since I was a kid, like my brother was, someone at one of the live shows goes, Brendan's always been to fashion. Jay goes, always. And Jay tells a story. In 4th grade, my mom let me go to the store and dress myself. And I got this silk green shirt, dark green shirt. And then I got this like they call it cowboy tie. It had like a dead skeleton on it with leather things hanging off. I put that on, put jeans on, and then put on boots. Terrible. Yeah. Terrible.
But you wanted to make, you loved it.
Yeah.
For RuPaul, I tweeted an interview with RuPaul.
Yeah, I saw that. It was interesting.
Really awesome, a really good interview because the woman is like this really liberal kind of woman is trying to get him. Do drag queens do queens have to wear heels? I feel like we should free them from the tyranny of heels. She's part of this whole thing. And RuPaul goes, heels, flats are for quitters. They're for quitters. It was so great. Goes, oh, and by the way, no, not everybody gets to make it on my show because you know what? Life isn't fair. And if you want it, you got to work for it and be good. You got to work. He's right. Yeah. And he is right. Yep. I worked with RuPaul back in the day.
I'll tell you what's interesting too. I think sometimes, and it's like a lot of my following's bros, right? So when I post stuff about fashion or being on red carpets, it's roasted, but it's just the culture around it's so weird to me because also fashion isn't about Gucci or being really. It doesn't have to be really expensive. You can go to American Eagle. You could go to H&M, and I know people dress dope.
Some people know how to put it together.
You just have to be into it.
Yes,
it's not about expensive stuff.
Also, some people know how to put it together. Like some people are minimalist and they can put shit, and you're like, how do you know that goes with that? Yep. You know.
Yep. It's very interesting. What else you got, Chin?
Also, that thing with Lil Uzi Vert.
So his songs, that one song goes, all my friends are dead. Da 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 da. You know that song?
No, I don't.
What?
All my friends are dead.
You know that song, MJ?
He's been through some shit.
Yeah, I think, yeah. He's a super artist. He's emo. You know, to his defense, what everyone on the panel I was with last night who know him goes, he's the nicest guy ever. Because they went, don't go too hard on him. Because when I saw that interview, I went, I'm telling you, if he comes here and does that, I'm not going to be friendly. They went, he's actually really nice. He might be socially awkward around people.
Yeah.
You'll know this song. All my friends. This is one of the songs of the year.
I know the song.
I thought it was Lil Wayne.
I know the song.
When I first heard it, I'm like, oh, Lil Wayne. Sounds like Lil Wayne. Now it's very computerized.
I don't really care if you cry.
Yep.
I don't really shouldn't have a lie. Should've saw the way she looked
me
in my eyes. She said, baby, I am not afraid to die.
Fuck that, dude. Shit.
Well, you're not even dancing to the beat, bro. Well, I feel like you should be dancing slower. No. Don't spread that rash on your face.
Stop my head, bro. I'm 51.
You've heard this song, though, right?
I know this song well, actually, bro.
You haven't heard this, Jen?
No. Honestly, I am old because they all sound similar.
I'm down.
You've
with
never heard this song?
No.
Holy fuck. All right, get it off. Please, Zanny, make it go away. Out. So she said,
Zanny,
I'm insane. Yeah, I might blow my brain out. Zanny, numb the pain. Yeah, please, Zanny, make it go away. Jesus Christ.
He's going through some hard stuff, obviously.
That motherfucker needs a hug. Little Uzi needs a hug.
Usually when people tattoo their face like that,
That's the thing now, though. It's crazy. It's everywhere.
That little pump who just died, tattooed face.
Yep.
And you know what? The thing that kids are into now, again, when I talk to these kids, it's all Xannies and pills and fucking Tide things.
I'm amazed at, they're eating Tide. I'm amazed at how many people do, human beings have always tried to get out of their state, right? They've always wanted to get into another state. It goes back so far. Human beings have always experimented with plants, drugs, caffeine, everything. Drugs have been a part of the human experience since to kind of get out of your sober state.
The Indians did some shit.
100%. The peyote,
the leaves, everything.
Yes. And what's fascinating is that it's no different now, but I feel like there's a spiritual malaise. I think that a huge part of it, maybe I'm an old guy talking, but I think that it feels like two things are going on. One is people feel like they're completely powerless to control anything around them because of the world that's so big and there's so much stimulus.
Yeah, the machine.
And also I think people are very confused on purpose. I think a lot of people are missing purpose in their life.
I agree. Here's the other thing is now with social media, before, if I was just a kid from Denver, I saw what everyone had going on around me in Denver. Well, now again, social media, I see what Billy in Florida's doing. I'm like, oh my God.
You can compare yourself.
But now, not only do I compare myself, but I can see what Kylie Jenner looks like when she wakes up in the morning, her house, her bed, her clothes, her cars. Yes. So now you're looking at that going, well, fuck, I have this, man. Now, why is suicide so high right now? When did it be cool to kill yourself? What in the fuck are we doing?
I think it's a spiritual malaise. I think it's like when you feel like nothing you do matters, when you feel like nothing you do can contribute to anything, when you feel like you don't matter, like your existence doesn't matter in a world this big,
you're a grain
with
of,
everything
you're
going
one
on,
piece of
you're
grain
a
of
grain
sand in the ocean. Yeah.
And that there used to be, I think, a way out of that, which was
there is a way out of it. I don't mean to stop you, but there is a way out of it. But I think because we gravitate towards negativity, but just as much negativity that there's on social media, there's much more positive.
Yeah.
But where brains are, we gravitate towards this negativity. And negativity, they want to huddle together. Negativity, they want the club together.
Yep.
If someone posts a negative post, there's going to be a bunch more of them, but someone's waiting for them because they want to be part of that club because there's something going on in their life. But again, this is just, if I want to find negativity, I can go down a horrible rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah, man. You can find your own echo chamber.
I can just avoid all of it, and I can find positivity.
Put your phone down.
You put your phone down, but if, let's say you're a young kid and you're going to be on your phone, you can find more positive than negative.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
Sure.
That's true, and you have to. Yeah, man, it's a really interesting phenomenon.
Because look at all the people that you look up to, including myself. If I follow you, you're a friend or I look up to you, no one's posting negative shit.
Right.
I don't see any negative shit.
Work.
No, they're doing work. They're setting examples. They're setting the pace. They're carrying that baton going, come on, come fucking grab it, man.
I was in...
so I don't know why you'd follow anyone who's not setting that mold or setting that pace.
I thought about this because I was... there's a really good restaurant in Columbus called North Star, and it's like all farm to table, and it's all local stuff. And I was looking at this, and there's a lot of stuff in the news about equal pay and women and women empowerment and racism. And I was watching this, and this is in Columbus, Ohio. And there were so many different types of people who were working there. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, all different kinds. And there were men and there were women, and they were just working. And I was watching them, and it was such a well-oiled machine, this restaurant. And it was such an incredible example of cooperation. Nobody was trying to have power over anybody else. You know what they were trying to do? Get the best tasting food to customers they could. And that required this incredible team effort. And I thought to myself,
if you go to a lot of restaurants,
this is what's great about like actual businesses that work. Nobody here is talking about that. They're just enjoying. There's a lot of pride in the work.
There's more businesses that work like that than don't.
Correct.
Way more.
And I think a lot of people that are driving the narrative actually don't work. They're busy talking and writing and thinking. They're not doing.
Yeah.
They're not doing.
Yeah.
And when you do, it changes your perspective.
But also the people, which is the majority who operate like that, don't have time to jump.
They don't have time.
Like what?
They don't have time.
No, of course we have a sexual conduct policy here. Who would ever do that?
Yeah.
We're busy making the best goddamn calzone we can.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's exactly right.
They don't get into the pot.
The woman who is running it, the guy.
You only hear from the. I think you hear from the victims, which they should have a voice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And then you hear from the other people who just want this. Again, negativity.
Yeah.
It just builds, man. Everyone can jump in it. Man, no one wants to be alone being sad.
Mob mentality. It gets vicious. Twitter. I've been on Twitter lately, just a little bit. I peek at what's really going on in terms of like...
On your comments?
No, not my comments. On like these fights. I'll read something in the news, somebody's in trouble or whatever. And the amount of venom that goes back and forth on Twitter. The negative shit. If you can get caught in that rabbit hole, wow.
It's very strange, on Instagram or mainly Instagram... It'll be some just horrible shit. I'm like, you can disagree without insulting that, man.
Yeah.
It shows your level of intelligence when your first missile launch, his reply back, is negative and super mean.
Yes.
Like it just shows how stupid you are.
Yeah.
It's such a bummer.
Yep.
If you go down that rabbit hole, it'll bum you out. You're like, oh my God, people are so fucking stupid sometimes.
So stupid. I know.
It's the negative.
And
it's
it doesn't
the troll
have to be.
ones.
And as far as men and women, by the way, if women rule the world, women are really easy on each other. You ever notice how nice they are to each other?
Oh
they
my
don't.
God.
They don't join.
You guys think that's the answer?
They don't click. Oh my God! And especially young, beautiful women, they're gonna have a great time in a woman run.
Oh, when you get all pretty girls. Oh,
you know how nice other women are to the really pretty girls.
Or how about female comics? Oh, because they're so supportive of each other.
Oh my God!
Name the last female comic show you went to.
We have to all realize we're human beings with tendencies. It ain't going to change with one gender over the other. It's treat everybody like an individual.
That little Uzi shit is sad though.
Yeah. All right, Chuck Liddell. He's going to be on this season's Big Brother.
Sure is.
Big Brother's still going on.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see? Shout out Chuck Liddell. You see him wearing the Fire and the Kid Never Summer Tea on his reality show on
No.
YouTube Red? Yeah, I posted it.
That's awesome.
I had to sign off on it because like, hey, is it cool if Chuck
Endless
wears
Summer,
this?
the Endless Summer team.
Endless Summer Tea, yeah. Which I'm talking Roots of Fight. We're gonna re-release and
We should.
and we're doing a collab Chin and Bryan fight shirt.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great. All right, we got to do
Oh
that.
yeah.
We'll set up. a
So
time.
what's it say here? I didn't know this show was still going on.
So it's like a reality, but it's more of a celebrity.
So
style
moving to Big
version
Brother
of it.
house for the first time. Former Real House, Beverly Hills, Brandy, Glanville, Apprentice villain. Oh,
Omarosa, that's big.
Remember she worked for Trump. She got fired. Or she quit.
She quit.
She quit. American Pie actress Shannon Elizabeth, never mad at her. Sugar Ray frontman Mark McGrath, who's on this show, who's brilliant.
Yep.
He's hilarious. TV personality Ross Matthews, he's funny. You know him from Jay Leno, the super high pitched man that likes boys. Not likes boys, but
Yeah.
he
Likes
doesn't like
guys,
girls. Yes.
dudes.
And then Meta World Peace, Cosby Show alum Kesha Knight, Big Time Rush's James Meslow, Miss Columbia, all right,
Ooh.
Hairspray star, and former UFC light heavyweight champion Chuck Liddell. Damn, I'm kind of into it. I'd watch that shit.
Whoa, what's he doing there?
He was on Dance with the Stars. I think he got voted off first though. When you think I'm stiff,
Oh boy,
he's stiff.
he's stiff.
I feel like you put me on Dance with the Stars, I'm doing all right.
Yeah, you. I think you would.
Yeah.
You're stiff though, man. I mean,
I think Rogan got voted off first.
you know who else would not do well on Dancing with the Stars? Joe Rogan.
You're not a dancer.
Not a dancer.
He's flexible.
Never seen him dance. Never seen him even make one move at dance.
You didn't never seen him.
Never seen him do that even.
Me neither.
No. He
What
would
else
be
you got,
terrible.
Jen? I'm kind of into that with that cast. I'm
Pretty
kind of
good
into
cast
it.
for
Yeah,
a
hell
celebrity
yeah.
reality show.
What is Big Brother? You just watch them?
They just
They live in a
watch.
house, right?
Yeah,
It's a
live in a
reality
house.
show. They live in a house. It's like the real world, but grown folks.
Yeah, and it's
They
just literally just watching them what they do. There's nothing really specially planned except for once in a while they do games.
I got a feeling
but it's just
Chuck's probably going to freak out on somebody. If I have to bet on it, who's Chuck freak out on? Metal World Peace. I bet Metal World Peace and Chuck Liddell get in a fist fight.
Oh no. Does Meta beat him?
No.
I know. I just like saying that. I just like saying dumb questions. Although
God,
Meta's-
Meta's fucking huge.
He's a-
Did you ever see him in that fight too when he was on the Pacers and the
that
Knicks?
kid saw it. No.
Well, he was the front runner there.
I saw him fight the fan. I didn't.
Yeah,
see
yeah,
him.
that's what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah. That fan goes. Oh, that
It's
fan-
too late, though.
He goes. Oh,
too late,
oh, wait a minute.
It's too late, though.
Yeah. Meta World Pieces. If Meta trained, Chuck's gonna have his hands full.
I mean, Chuck's older, but Chuck's. I mean, it was his living for a long time.
Yeah,
man.
Chuck will take you down and do whatever.
What else you got, Jen? I'm kind of excited for that show. I don't watch Big Brother.
Is Meta retired? Sorry
yes.
for my ignorance.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, he made a flamethrower not too long ago as a goof,
I know.
and it ended up. He said if everyone buys like I think 50,000 hats of his new company, Boring, then he would make flamethrowers available to the public to sell.
Why would we want a flamethrower?
Exactly. Why would anyone want it?
Is there
But
something happening that I don't know?
Yeah,
that
when
Elon
the
does?
zombie apocalypse happens, you'll be glad you bought a flamethrower. It works against hordes of the undead or your money back. Because there was the one before that was contrary to what people think. I'm not. The rumor that I'm secretly creating a zombie apocalypse to generate demand for flamethrowers is completely false. I love that.
It's already made almost or over $4
You
million.
put- Hey, how about it? You need millions of. He's actually really funny. He goes,
really funny.
You need millions of zombies for a so-called apocalypse, anyways. Where would I even get a factory big enough to make so many?
He's awesome.
He's
awesome.
kind of funny, real personality.
Yeah, he is.
This is his. Do they show the flamethrower?
I'll find it for you here.
He's amazing. Well, he owns 28% of a $68 billion company.
No, $650 billion company. 650 B. How much money is that? 650 billion. Give me 30%.
No,
of
go
that.
back again. I don't think it was 650. I think it's 68 billion.
Nope, 650 billion,
I
Brian.
have to see it again.
That's a lot of money.
I have to see it again.
Here?
No, go back one more.
It was the video you were playing.
Oh, okay. I'll say it. Here.
Play that, and then it's
So crazy.
you fast forward, and it was on when the fast forward part.
It's not playing now.
Flamethrowers. I don't want people having flamethrowers.
Oh my god! Imagine if you got a car that has a flamethrower.
Make money.
Do you have flat top?
Grow the company. And
Who was he dating? Oh, Johnny Depp's girl.
billion, 200 million.
Adjusted earnings by 70%. 650 billion, Brian.
Oh my God. I don't even know what to say about that. That's so fucking nuts.
So what's 28% of 650 billion, Chin?
I'll tell you right now.
I can't even put it on my calculator.
Well, it's the 1/3 basically.
Well, all you
There you go.
oh, he's worth
There.
$184 billion.
Oh my God.
What do you do? I mean,
Well, we always talk about that. How long is a billion seconds? You know,
that's a long time.
33 years,
Yeah, you always talk
roughly.
about that. No, he's 154
it
billion.
says you got 154 of those dollars.
What do you do?
You just try to make the world a better place somehow.
Yeah.
Give it to people.
You build your Spark, the Iron Man Spark house, and then you just kind of you know I'd have it. No, that's kind of mean. I'd have a zoo.
Look at that. That's a flamethrower.
That's his flamethrower.
I don't think that's very sick.
That doesn't look that cool.
Also, should people have?
There it is.
Oh, here it is.
Let me see it. I don't.
You know how
want people
bad that
to
would
have
hurt to get hit with that fucking thing?
Yeah, you'd die.
And also, what am I getting ready for? Running Man? What
it.
is
It's what
this?
they used to use in.
Shout out to Arnold Schwarzenegger, Running Man. Oh my God, that would be terrifying. The cameraman was like, I'm out.
How a $500 flamethrower fits alongside a Boring Company product line that also includes.
So a real flamethrower shoots.
Far.
Yeah, and it shoots.
You ever seen the movie Running Man? That's the only time you'd need it.
A gel?
You ever
I
seen
think
Running Man?
Yeah, I think it sets you on fire. It sets.
I'd be the fat guy with the Christmas lights all over him.
Yeah.
With a flamethrower.
That's a hell of a way to die.
Flamethrower?
Yeah, and people have, and it's not good.
What else you got, Jen?
So it just came out. He already sold over like 7,000, and he already made over $4 million
On the
from the
flamethrowers?
flamethrowers.
What? Who's buying that for what?
People. I
For
don't
what?
know.
I guess if a burglar comes in,
$500
but
is
if the
just
burglar
cool
has
to
a
have.
gun, he's just going to shoot you with your stupid flamethrower.
Yeah.
It's just cool to have.
Now, if everyone had a flamethrower, it'd make more sense.
Yeah.
But if
I'm
only
gonna burn you. I'll stick with a
the
gun.
burglar's like, what? All right, bro.
Yeah, I'll stick with my gun.
Also, I'm going to shoot that gas tank when I'm at it.
Yeah, and it'll blow up in your face.
Yes. And kill everybody. All right, what else you got?
This is what I was reading earlier, that a patient in India got sucked into an MRI machine and died.
But since
How
when
do
do
you get
MRIs?
sucked
They
in?
don't have vacuum.
Yeah, they
So,
have fans.
They're
big
magnets,
fans.
right? And I guess he was carrying an oxygen tank that the doctor told his staffer, like, take care of this guy. And the staffer told him, can you carry that into the room for some
Because it's
reason?
heavy.
I'm not even sure.
That's nuts.
So then he was like, hey, what do you do here?
Yes, that's exactly what happened. That's what they're saying happened.
But it's so,
They must have broken his neck.
But when he was like, yeah, you just go into the machine?
Yeah. So the
And
staffer said it was off. He goes, are you sure? And he walked in, and apparently he was still holding tightly to it. So got sucked in the machine, and then I guess the thing burst, and he had too much oxygen at one time.
Oh my god!
So that killed him instantly.
Oh, so he didn't get like hit something with his head. The machine went.
Yeah,
the
he got
oxygen
sucked in
tank.
with it, sucked into the
Oh,
machine,
wow.
but then the canister hit the machine, burst. He had too much oxygen come into his
That'll kill
face,
you.
and it killed him.
Damn, I didn't know that.
That's
So these are just super powerful magnets in here.
yeah, hell yeah. You don't, and also you don't want to do too many MRIs. A lot of athletes do it. It's a ton of radiation.
Is it radiation? I
ton
thought it was
of radiation.
magnetic resonance.
No radiation, from what I hear.
I don't think
Like
so.
guys who have too much, they always tell you not to get too many MRIs.
I don't think
anymore.
MRIs have radiation. It's magnetic resonance imaging. So
No, I know that, but
That's right.
it comes
Kind of
with
scan that
hey,
produces-
hey, so do Google MRI and radiation. There you go. And because that's why pregnant pregnant girls
it's a
can't do it.
non-invasive imaging technology that produces three-dimensional detailed automatic images without the use of damaging radiation. Yeah, it doesn't use radiation. One of a kind specialized MRI. So that's why. So it's magnetic resonance imaging. It actually doesn't create. It's
So
not,
is there no negative side effects to
no,
it?
because MRIs do not use X-rays or other radiation. It is the imaging.
So just you just gotta be worried about the X-rays then, right?
no,
You're
yeah,
not
X-ray.
receiving
X-rays
ionized
cause
X-rays the big one, yeah.
yeah.
Really? Just so close to your face, your brain. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that sucks for that guy. Go get MRIs. I guess it's all good. What else you got?
Air Force One, they're replacing the refrigerators, and apparently cost $24 million.
What kind of refrigerators are they messing with?
Very special refrigerators they're old now, and they want to make sure that they last for a long time for future presidents.
I wonder what kind of refrigerators they are, though.
I always get a kick out of like the right wing and the left wing. The right wing's like small government, unless it comes to buying a fucking the 5 aircraft carriers for $9.4 billion each. But other than that, no spending. All right, guys. There's small government, but the refrigerators are $24 million.
You know who got the biggest applaud at the Grammys? Do you know?
Wait, hold.
Can you guess?
On. Was it a woman or a man?
It's a woman.
Okay. Who got the largest applause?
By far.
Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what they were doing?
Very liberal crowd.
You know what they were doing?
Yeah.
Reading Trump's.
Yeah. I know. That was funny.
It was hilarious.
Funny, yeah.
Cardi B goes, eats cheeseburger. She goes, I'm not reading this shit. He really does that? Yeah. She goes, no. She goes, what the fuck? It was so hilarious. Just having the artist read it. And then
she was from New York. She's got that.
She's from Bronx.
Yeah.
And then she's Puerto Rican. But then there's one where it's reading and you see a blonde like hair sticking out and it's Hillary Clinton and the whole crowd goes, boom.
Yeah.
Did you see Cardi B in person?
Yes.
I saw her next to Bruno Mars, and Bruno Mars was actually quite a bit taller than her. He
had heels on, like a thick heel. She's about 5'2".
Okay, so she's real small too.
Her sister Hennessy is gorgeous too, man. That whole family is just banger.
Yeah, she's curvy. Cardi B. I've never really bring her up for a second.
Let me see her sister.
Hennessy.
He really liked that.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Really
look at her sister.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, man. Both of them.
So Bronx.
You know Cardi, that's her sister, Hennessy. You know, Cardi B's man cheated on her. And then her man got a tattoo on his neck to make up for it. And a $500,000 diamond ring.
And a $500,000 diamond ring. Wow. That's expensive.
Click on this one, Chin. What's going on here? What's going on with that one? Oh, that's weird.
Twerking. Her sister's just twerking.
Oh, yeah, that's strange. No.
Just making sure.
It's for something. I thought she was doing
yeah, me too. I want to see what is that flat screen behind her?
Oh, is that PlayStation? Is that PlayStation 1?
Yeah, I think it's PlayStation. That's what I was trying to. Yeah, you can zoom in on that and just make sure. Yeah, a little closer. There we go.
They're gorgeous girls, though, man.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm just looking at the PlayStation. All right.
What else you got, Chin?
How about this? This is mainstream news for some reason. Jen Selter, she's enormous on Instagram. She got kicked off of an American Airlines flight because she stood up.
Wait, hold on. She's the one that called out Louis C.K., right? Is that right or no? Is she one of those girls or no?
I don't think
Is that different, Jen?
Jen Selter she's not a comedian. She's a fitness. She calls herself a fitness model, but she's just known for her ass.
Bring her up. Bring her up. Bring her up, Chin.
Apparently, the other people on the flight came to her defense because this guy was being mean to her for no reason.
It seemed like they're both kind of being obnoxious with each other.
She's got no problems on the eyes.
She's super famous for her butt.
Well,
keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
it's cool.
Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll just keep making these noises.
Me too.
Yeah,
all right. Well, all right.
That's about.
Oh yeah, she's cool.
That's her before.
Nothing
that's her
crazy.
She has so many followers, 13 million or 11 million.
Yeah, because guys like ass.
Well, also look at my face.
I know.
You know how many of those are bots and real?
Oh, is that true?
You kidding me?
Ha. The plot thickens.
Even Kardashian when they did hers, you know, it might be bots. It could be her publicist. You know, she lost like 6 million.
I love when they say, "Don't waste energy thinking what other people think of you." Meanwhile, she's just always showing her ass. It's like, yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. It's just about inner beauty, but you spend so much time in your outer shell. What do you mean? Like your business is your outer shell. What the fuck?
She's cool. She's not groundbreaking. I don't. Okay, well, I'm not. All right. Well.
My best friend, workout buddy, photographer, partner in crime. Nobody loves you more than me. I'm so lucky to call you my big sister. Thank you for always being there for me. You are the other half. I don't know what to do without you.
I love you, my little peanut.
Today and every day. It's just this general stuff. It's so.
Hey,
great.
I'll tell you this too. Anytime you see girls in thongs on a yacht, you got to think about what after that picture's over.
Brandon,
what
are
they're
you saying
doing
that somebody's
to pay for the gas of that yacht?
Oh boy. I would agree with you.
Because if I was older and single and I owned a boat, you best believe we going anal up in here.
Oh no, I can't believe you said that out loud.
Well, no, I'm saying if I was older, man,
anal up in here,
and I have a timeshare on a yacht.
You just said we're going anal up in here.
Well, look at him.
I know, dude. But
Oh, guess what? This boat ain't floating itself. Enjoy the crab and then get on the nuts.
That's the song you sing? It's so attractive.
Yeah.
Get on me nuts.
You rub my back while she sucks this nut. You don't like that? This is if I was a rich yacht owner.
Okay, so you're playing a rich yacht owner. You would never do that, but you don't approve.
No, I don't approve. That's
No,
mean. That's
why would you ever use your money to get laid?
No, what? Your fame to get laid? What's wrong with you?
Don't use your power.
Give me one more picture, Chad.
Go ahead and bring up one more picture, brother.
Oh, it's a video.
She's got a small waist and she's eating something like a marshmallow. She's so...
Yeah, I mean, she's
not vain.
She's easy on the eyes for sure.
There's no vanity going on there.
I would not kick her out of my bed for eating Korean spare ribs. Let's just say that, Chin.
Yeah.
The sticky ribs, you don't want those in your bed.
No.
I let her eat those in my bed.
Of course you would.
The sticky ribs?
Yeah.
You better be a down bitch if I'm letting you eat sticky ribs.
You better be down, bitch.
I would let her eat sticky ribs in my bed. Or even chips and guacamole. That also gets
Go back
messy.
to the other one. Because I have an outfit just like that. Uh-huh.
Once again, go ahead back to that. Once again, when you see these pics and there's swans in the back and it's a giant mansion, as soon as they get done taking the pics, it's double penetration up in here.
With dicks.
Oh, of course. Well,
See how I rhymed it?
all right. We assume DP.
Yeah, we did.
We assume DP.
All right.
You're not, hey, bro, if I'm single, I'm 55, you ain't taking pictures hanging out my crib just for the fucks of it.
Well,
you see
yeah.
those swans in the back? They seen some shit.
I don't want to just look and not touch, if you know what I'm saying.
No. Those
my problem with
swans,
strip
I might
clubs.
miss and bust on the swans. It's getting ugly up in here.
That's why I can count the number of times I've been to a strip club in the past 20 years.
I don't get down strip clubs.
Me neither. All right. Moving on.
All right, one more, Chin.
Chin's a
All
regular
right.
at strip clubs.
One
and I know
more.
it.
What?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
Chin, when's the last time you went to a strip club?
Yesterday and this morning.
Oh, can I say this?
At the buffet.
Can I say this? Chin, you look like you got busting your pants at the strip club on accident. Well, they
Chin,
rub
Chin,
up
are
against
you a connoisseur of strip club? You can tell me.
I've been there. What's funny is I met Chuck Liddell like years ago before his fight with Tito. That's probably the last time I went.
At the strip club?
In Vegas,
Before
yeah.
the fight or after?
Before the fight.
That makes sense.
All right.
That was
So,
the last time you went?
that's how long ago,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Chuck
Early
Liddell,
20s.
Tito 2?
The first one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Very, very long time ago.
That was the last time you went to strip club?
I've been there about 3 times especially for bachelor party stuff. That's it.
But you won't just like, I don't know, take your paycheck and stroll in there every Friday or something.
By myself, no.
I went in there alone one time, driving back.
Did you really?
How long ago? It was like 15 years ago, maybe 12 years ago, maybe last month. I can't remember. Either way, I'm driving back and there's a strip club and I just was like, I just had nothing to do. I go, I'm going to go in there. And I go in there and guess what? I see a girl from my acting class. I was so fucking embarrassed and so was she.
Was she dancing or
Yeah,
she was
was
there
she
to have fun?
She was dancing.
Why would you be embarrassed? It'd be cool, you know, someone.
I know.
Now you
but
gotta
it was just
in,
like,
bro.
she was like, you're in here alone? I was like,
I would have lied. Said, no, I was supposed to be
doing
my buddy's there.
research for a part. I think I said that. And she goes, yeah, right. And I was like, all right.
That's a
I'm
terrible
loser.
lie, Brian.
Right. How much for a dance?
How about I've had girls be like, the food at Sapphire's is delicious. They have sushi rolls there, though. But, hey,
Yeah.
stop it.
Although,
I'm not eating the food.
West Palm Beach, Rachel's, which I'm going to go to, Rachel's at West Palm Beach, I have it on good authority, is a 5-star steak restaurant. And you go there and
It's a
you'll
strip
see.
club?
Yep. And you'll see some.
Guess who's
very
there
wealthy-
March 24th through the 25th, son?
Oh, me and you?
No, me.
Oh, I'm there too sometime in March.
Really?
Yeah.
Same time as March?
I don't know. I can't remember.
We
All
just
right,
had
what else you got?
I go Tampa, Palm Beach, Orlando. That's my Florida.
Oh,
run.
that's a good run. Tampa and Orlando. Can't do
Is
it.
that all right? Listen.
Last one is this app called Strava.
Yeah, this is crazy.
You saw this, right?
Yeah.
So-
I didn't see this.
Like in November, they started the company started posting global heat maps of where their app is being used at. And a kid from Australia, a student in Australia, saw like the heat maps in certain areas in Syria and other places where U.S. forces are at, like their bases are at, and they could actually track because the soldiers they're using the app, so they
Yeah.
want to track how they're doing their stuff, so they could find out where they're running, what times,
That's
where they're
trouble.
at exactly.
That's
So
trouble.
yeah, it's a lot of intel that they're getting from just this app.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do?
Not use the Fitbit anymore.
Or just turn off the
Is it
tracking
from
feature.
Fitbit?
Yeah. It's something called Strava. Same kind of.
Oh,
thing,
wow.
though.
it's
scary.
Fitbit. It's all that. It's
Oh,
basically
wow.
the
They
algorithm.
can track it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
And the
see
company
some of these-
started by
You
tracking
can see right there.
Holy shit. Yeah, ICE is like, hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never, when I'm doing missions,
I always turn myself off. I always put on airplane mode and I go to work.
Yeah, dude.
And I stay off social media.
Right.
There's no selfies with the kills.
Ain't no selfies. Fuck that.
Ain't no selfies
bullshit.
up in here.
Not walking around with my Fitbit.
Yeah, and me and the homies ride a train on each other. We celebrate.
Huh?
What?
Because we're a group of aggressive gays. Aggressive gays.
gays.
Aggressive gays. We're a group of aggressive.
Well, it's good to be back, guys.
Great to be back, everybody.
B, where you at this week?
Glad
man?
you asked, buddy. Come
Couple
out and
road
see me
dogs.
at the DC Improv. And come out and see me at the Brea Improv the weekend after February 8th, 9th, and 10th. Brea Improv. I'm bringing some serious heat.
Your Brea,
Hey, Brennan.
What?
February 28th, I'm showcasing at the Melrose Improv. February 28th, doing an hour of
Improv.
comedy for certain people in the industry.
Does it rhyme with Betflix?
It's going to be some people.
Does it rhyme with Millet Mix?
It's going to be some people, brother.
Does it rhyme with Bobbity Dental? Does it rhyme with Bow Time?
Poverty Dental. Yeah, and Bow Time. It's got some people coming.
Love it.
February
Deserve it,
28th.
man.
So get your tickets.
This week, Jesus Christ, forgot what day it is. Wednesday night, Denver Comedy Works downtown. There are 50 tickets left. Till that bitch sells out. Thursday night is sold out. Friday and Saturday, St. Louis Helium. I'm coming like Nelly, St. Louis. Get your tickets. St. Louis, I'm coming.
Yeah.
What's up? And then Vancouver, guess what? Fine Kid Live's back on.
We're
Brian's
back.
not going to Saudi
I'm
Arabia.
not going to Saudi Arabia. It's been postponed, which usually means it's never going to happen.
That means it's not happening.
Yep.
It's probably for the best because you're going to get murdered out there.
I was looking for that plane ride.
Yeah, not happening, bro. Anyways, the Fire Kid will be live March 2nd in Vancouver. My show, March 1st, is sold out. So Fire Kid Army, let's do this. Vancouver Theater. Bryan Callen, myself, get your tickets, tfatk.com. And also, we just added Orlando to my Florida tour. So I go Tampa, Palm Beach, Orlando, end of March. Get tickets now, tfatk.com. This is the Fire Kid. We're out.